week we thought we would do a mini week in review. So we're going to share with you just some highlights and I guess lowlights of our week. We've got packages. Tyler has a really cool tip for you. We have a new category, and we've got to talk to you about something that Poshmark said to me directly that I'm frankly not happy about. So
oh no, this is some serious Poshmark drama. Yeah, Poshmark has been lying for months.
Yes, so stay to the end for that, but let's get started with some packages. You guys seem to really like it when we show you what sold, so these are some packages that sold at the beginning of the week that we were able to film, and we wanted to go through them with you.
Yeah, so the first one was actually one that I found, and you saw this when we did the thrifting in and around Boston video. Their Lucky Brand pom-pom jeans, I think. So they sold for $25, which seemed low when we looked up comps, but there was quite a bit of damage that we missed. There were... Yes, we were both present at the store, primarily me, to be fair. There was missing belt loops and just they were not in good shape at all, and I was distracted by the pom-poms is my only defense.
The colors, the colors, but I did disclose it all and the person still purchased at $25, so for Lucky Brand, I'm actually okay with that. Next thing that sold was a White House Black Market jacket. Now this was from a flip lot, and I don't really sell White House Black Market. If you didn't know, they are like one of the biggest viral people for brands when it comes to eBay.
Stock photos especially, yeah.
Yeah, so I am really hesitant with picking them up in general. If I don't think it's gonna photograph well, I won't even bother because I just don't want to deal with the stock photo situation. But this came in a flip lot, so I listed it and it sold for $22.
Take that, especially for flip lot. We have been wholly behind the flip lot video, so...
In our defense, the first few lots are still with us. Most of them have asked for an extension, so I did want to complete those before I did a video for you guys. But if you guys want to see it now and just where we're at, let us know in the comments below.
Next up is Lululemon. So these are Lululemon City Core leggings. I don't know what is City Core exactly, but Lululemon is always a decent pickup for the most part with the right style. So style is very important. They're very hard to find the right style sometimes for Lululemon, but sold for $42 and can't complain about $42.
Yeah, and these were actually ones I picked up really cheap. They were on a new rack and they were like $3. I don't think the store knew what they were, so I was pretty happy about that. The next one is a Danielle Blassie sweater. Now, I go through phases where I love men's clothing. I just like start buying it all up. I don't know what gets into me, but this happens, and this happened with this. It was a like wool sweater, and I was really excited that it was wool, I guess. I don't know, but it did seem a little shrunk. I put the measurements in there and I put in big letters that this could be a shrunk sweater. It was previously sold and returned because of size, and it did sell again for $25. This time it has been accepted, so done deal purchase, but yeah, I'm kind of happy to get that out my door.
The next up is a pair of jeans. These are Diesel. They sold on Mercari for $49. You have very good luck with Diesel, especially the men's jeans.
Only the men's. Let's be very clear.
Yeah, there's no exceptions. If you're buying Diesel, only buy the male jeans. That's just a hard and fast rule.
Yeah, and I don't honestly know why that is. I think that both the male and female jeans are pretty cool looking, but for some reason, only the men's have ever sold for me, and they always sell around the $50 range. So definitely, if you see them out there, I would pick them up. They sell pretty well.
I mean, I have a feeling it's related to bro culture, but I mean, that's just my theory.
Are you in that culture?
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is brand you see us picking up all the time. We say thank you to Via Glow every time we do it, so thank you again, Via Glow. But these are Judy blue jeans. They are black jeans. Now, the price point for these have dropped for us a little bit. We were getting closer to $40 for them for a while there, but these sold for $28.87, and I'm so happy with that. It's bread and butter. It moves really quickly for me, so definitely Judy blue, if you can get it for the right price, totally worth grabbing.
Especially if they're a little bit special. These were just plain black jeans, which I mean,
had a bit of wear, to be honest.
So not surprised that they went for a little bit lower. More White House Black Market. So this was from the Goodwill Blue Box, I believe.
Yes, for like an eternity ago.
Yeah,
you can scroll back on our channel where
so long ago.
Yeah, very long.
So we don't pick up White House Black Market again, but this was delivered to our house. We didn't really have a choice. Just a New at Tags skirt. So New at Tags does help it a little bit there. Sold for $25, so can't complain about that. It was the whole box didn't cost $25
No.
thereabouts. So I mean, you're already out of it. That's just pure profit at that point. So
Yeah.
happy to get it out of the house.
The next thing is a DVF dress. Now, I love DVF. If you don't know, I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan, and that is what the main character Lorelai wears in most of the shots. So DVF I'm very into, even though I know that the price point doesn't always do as well as the retail price is, but you know, whatever. This one was also flawed. It had like stretch marks or lines at the bottom of the dress.
It was a little bit like somebody had walked in it and
Yeah.
it stretched out a little bit at the bottom. I mean, it's practical, but it does hurt the value a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a really cute dress, and I looked at it as if I didn't sell it, I would wear it. But it did sell for $50, so it held its value pretty well, and I'm actually really happy with that sale. So DVF, I mean, I can't say that it's a bolo because I will say we have sold things for pretty cheap in this brand, but
Wrap dresses are what you want.
wrap dresses
Wrap
do
dresses.
quite well for us.
So this next item is another flip lot, actually. So we've been selling quite a bit of flip recently, which is a good thing because it's very, very low cost, beating free. Chico's pants, they had great detailed embroidery on them. I did have to pull them aside and soak them. There were a couple of marks on there which were hard to see, but once we were packing, we caught it. Sold for $23, so $23 for $0 cost is a win in my book.
And I would like to know from you guys, how does Chico's do for you? I know that Alicia over on Murrayed Life talks about the Travelers line quite a bit, and I do see that in my thrift stores, but I've never picked up Chico's just out and about in the thrift, so I'm really curious how it does for you. So if you have experience with Chico's, please let me know in the comments, because, I mean, is it a brand I should be picking up more often? This sold pretty fast, so I don't know, you tell me. The next item here is Universal Standard jeans. Now, these were new at tags, and I really wanted more money for these, but unfortunately, it didn't seem like I was getting really good offers. I'd gotten like $30 offers, $25 offers, quite a bit on these pair of jeans. I think I just got impatient with it and tired of seeing the low offers. So I accepted an offer for $45 on these. And didn't I get a low offer the same day for the same pair of pants?
I think you got a lower offer and you spitefully did not take it, and then it worked out. I think probably what hurt these, even though they were new with tags, is that they were the pull-on rather than the traditional jean.
That's probably true.
I think the jean itself with the button and the zipper goes for a higher price.
But Universal Standard does quite well, especially plus size. This one just, I don't know. But $45, who can complain?
This next was a Lily Pulitzer. I think I might have picked this one out.
It's possible.
So it had a weird, ruffly, like scallop edge.
Is that weird?
I don't know. It's different. Sold for $30. Can't complain about that. We probably paid $4 or $5.
And then finally, this is a pair of Jill Sanders shoes. Now, you guys saw us picking these shoes up back in a Darting to the Thrift. Had to have been over the summer because that's when we did those. And we got 2 pairs of Jill Sanders shoes. The first pair sold pretty quickly for over $100. So I'm going to try and pop both solds on the screen so you guys can see them. I think those sold a little bit better because they were more in style. They were a square toe, and these were an open toe black pair of leather shoes. Really still a great brand, and these sold for $50. Not, of course, like the over $100 from the previous one, but still a really great price and a good profit margin. And we've also previously sold a very damaged pair of pants in this brand that also sold quite well and quite fast. So this is a brand I don't hear a lot of people talking about, but it does quite well for me.
Yeah, I think you found it accidentally. You looked at the tag and you just said, nope, it's going in the cart. Didn't notice that the pants were damaged. Still sold very quickly. And I mean...
And everything we picked up since is sold.
Everything you've picked up, it's 100% sell through. We have to do one of those videos at some point.
Do you guys miss those? Let us know.
But yeah, Jill Sanders is a sleeper brand that no one talks about, but it is super bolo.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so those were the sales at the beginning of the week that we were able to film for you guys. But while he was doing this, he actually realized that he had a tip that he hadn't shared with you guys, and I think it's kind of fun. So if you sell jeans, make sure that you're listening to this. Go ahead.
So I have a system of tucking the jeans and folding them in a certain way, which I have dubbed the Tyler Tuck. I have stolen parts of it from other people, most notably Thrift Life, with the butt corner tuck in. So what you want to do is step by step, you want to fold the jeans in half. You want to then start at the leg opening and fold it up until you get to the butt triangle, for lack of a better descriptor. You want to tuck that in and then continue to fold. Before you get to the end, and this is the key part, you want to take the waist and fold it in towards the already folded up side so that it forms a nice little, essentially a taco, and you fold it together so it's nice and compact and tightly folded, rather than having the waist kind of spill over the top.
So this is the Tyler Tuck tip for the Tyler Tuck taco?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to get it clear. So should we copyright that?
Say that 10 times fast. Yeah.
So let us know if that's helpful for you guys. I am not a packager, so that is news to me. That is his jam, but that seems really helpful.
I would say that it is significantly more helpful for the larger jean sizes. So any of the larger men's jeans or plus size women's jeans, it does help you get it into a smaller package.
Okay, so as you guys know, our sales have not been doing so great, so I am consistently looking for new categories, and we were trying to do a date night this week, which we're weird and we like to do weird things.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do a date night picnic in our living room because it's negative 24 degrees outside and we don't want to go outside. And so we wanted a blanket, but we didn't want a blanket that we would have to keep or spend a lot of money on, so we wanted to thrift it and then resell it. But I've never sourced blankets and I didn't know what to look for. All I knew was Pendleton. I think that's all anybody knows for blankets if you don't sell them. So I actually looked up on YouTube. I put blankets and reselling next to each other, and I came up with this video, and I'm gonna link it up here. This girl has a great video giving you kind of in-depth of what sells well, what to look for, and she's also super amazingly nice. We talked on Instagram and I was able to get some information. And so I went out sourcing for blankets, and I wanted to kind of just give you a few things that I learned along the way. So first of all, the two main types of blankets that I was looking for on my first little expedition was the fringe blankets, so the blankets that have like a pattern in the middle and then fringe along the outside, or satin trim blankets. According to her video, that's really good for people with anxiety, and I wish I knew that because hello. But,
Yeah.
I
mean, maybe you're missing out.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe I need to keep one of them to do that. So I did go out and figured that out. I went and looked for some brands that she mentioned in her video, which again, please watch her video. She's so much better at this than me. But I wanted to show you guys what we found because we did find some blankets and I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
So the first blanket that I found was this Crown Crafts blanket. This is a brand she says is a really great brand. Apparently they have both current and vintage.
Yep.
So you want to find the ones that are made in the USA and kind of hope that it's like a 90s type pattern. Look at the tags, compare them. Not an expert yet, but this one was a 90s one and it's a carousel?
Yeah, it's a merry-go-round carousel kind of pattern.
Yeah, pastel pattern. I did learn when looking this up, don't type in merry-go-round because that's apparently a type of blanket. I don't know, but so it's carousel, and so I have it listed. It does have some legs. I have it listed for about $100. The expert told me maybe around 50. We'll see what happens. There is no other exact one, so I'm just gonna kind of play that out and see how that goes. But then I also got two satin trim blankets. The first satin trim blanket that I found was a, like, you call it cream, I call it yellow. I don't.
It's a very pale yellow if it's yellow. It's more of that off-white.
Can you guys tell us?
Creamy yellow, butter yellow.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
You're going to be looking at this blanket. You tell us, because if I have it listed as yellow and it's actually cream, that's an INAD waiting to happen. So help us out, please. But it doesn't really have any tags. It says 100% acrylic, made in the USA by Mary C, I think.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely vintage.
Yeah, so it seems like it's vintage. That one I have listed for about $50, so we'll see how that goes. And then the last one I found was a red satin trim blanket. This one has a really cool tag. It says Kenwood blankets, which I'd never heard of before. It wasn't in the video. I just looked it up because it looked vintagey, and it looks like it's great comps. So this one isn't listed yet. Sadly, though, it does have moth holes. So we'll see. I don't know how much that impacts
Vintagey,
it.
is that a word? We're going to go with...
Vintage-esque, vintage-y.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
I don't know. What would you say? What would you say this tag looks like to you? I say vintagey.
I certainly would agree with you that it definitely reminds me of all of the blankets in my grandparents' linen closet. When we ever went to visit, it's that blanket. It's exactly what you're picturing.
Yeah, so I don't know. Do you guys sell blankets? What's your experience? It's a really fun new category for me to learn. I love learning new things, and you never know what categories are going to be lucrative in your area. So if you have a chance to try out new categories, I always say give it a shot, see what does well for you. Everybody's going to have different experiences in different areas, so we're just looking to see, is blankets a good category for us? Stay tuned to our channel to find out.
Yeah, I think finding out new things to sell is only going to help you because you may have to pivot at some point, and you could be missing out on a tremendous opportunity if you're not at least expanding your horizons a little bit.
Okay, so drama. You guys are here for the drama. We know that it's drama, right? So as I've said so many times on this channel, our sales have been terrible, and Poshmark is mostly to blame for this. Now, is eBay doing well? No, but has eBay ever been doing well? No, we're always in fights with eBay.
At times, it's been okay.
We have a hate-love relationship. I get returns. eBay turns me up. It's, okay. So we're not going to blame eBay right now because Poshmark is usually my consistent bae. She gives me those sales and it makes everything okay. That has not been happening. I don't know if we can put Closet Insights on the screen here, but my chart is going down. It's been terrible. So I finally sent an email to Poshmark support because I just needed to know, have I done something? Is there a reason that things are, causing a halt? And they got back to me. And I need to share with you guys this email because it's validated something that we've been saying on our channel. And it has just made me kind of upset, not gonna lie.
It basically says that they haven't actually fixed the algorithm. The algorithm is still garbage, and we are gonna try to fix it, but TBD.
Yeah, so let's read it to you guys, so you don't have to take it from us. So it says, "Hi, thanks for getting in touch. We would like to confirm that there are no restrictions on your account. In fact, your account is in good standing with Poshmark. Rest assured, we have heard you and the rest of the community in regards to the algorithm change and are ramping it to get it back to what it was before. We appreciate your patience as the team reiterates and fine-tunes these features to improve your overall Poshmark experience. Our team is consistently working on ways to improve, and we always look forward to hearing any suggestions our ambassadors have. At this time, we kindly ask users to please stay tuned as we continue to roll out more updates." I don't know if you guys remember, but back at PoshFest, they said they were rolling the algorithm back to the way it was before, and there's been speculations all over the internet. Did this happen? People are saying some people have seen increased sales, other people are saying their sales have just been dropping and dropping and dropping, and nobody's really had confirmation on whether or not the algorithm has gone back. To me, this is solid confirmation. It has not gone back. They have not been able to roll it back.
They said, please be patient as we roll it back. That means that they have not, to this point, in fact, done anything to change it back to the old system.
Yes, so it would appear that the algorithm has not gone back. There has been changes and updates moved along. We don't know exactly what that means. That is super vague. But there are theories out in the community as to what is going on.
Yeah, I have a couple tinfoil hat conspiracy theories.
Yeah, so let's start with the ones in the community and then we'll get into our own.
Sure.
So the first one in the community right now is that they are currently A/B testing, and some people are experiencing a new algorithm that is maybe like Naver based or something else that is just new, different. Some people are experiencing the old algorithm the way it was before, and that is why people are noticing good sales versus bad sales. So that is a theory out there, some type of A/B testing with different types of algorithms going on, and you can see that with the dramatic difference in people's experience with sales. Now, there is some validity to this, I feel, because Poshmark themselves admitted back on a previous call that they were doing A/B testing the first time that the algorithm switch happened. So it is very possible that there is A/B testing going on. If that is the case, I am in the bad sales group. That is just where I am. So, it is what it is.
You have drawn the short straw, basically. You're getting shafted right now. So I think that is entirely possible. Do I think that it's probably on a very limited basis? Sure. I don't think it's 50-50 dead split down the middle for all users, but I do think that there are a few people that they are actively tweaking and messing around with to see if they can refine it.
Yeah, now, we can't obviously prove that, so you obviously take it with a grain of salt. Now, the other conspiracy that is out in the community that has been talked about even in my own personal Facebook group is the lives. Now, there is a theory out there that Poshmark is favoring people who are using lives, and this is being confirmed or validated by the fact that some people are doing live sales where they make no sales at all, nothing, they don't sell anything, but then within the next few days, their sales pick up in their regular closet, the algorithm favors them, and it seems very much like Poshmark is favoring the people that are taking advantage of the live sales and kind of turning off the people that are not. Now, I am a little bit hesitant on this one for two reasons. One, why would a platform want to stop sales for any user when their money is made by users making money? To me, that would seem a little crazy, but I have to say, it does seem a little bit weird that people that are doing lives do seem to be doing significantly better than those of us who are not. But I don't know. Correlation is not always causation, and I am also emotionally invested as a non-live user, so I could just be letting feelings get in the way.
So I think that there is some reported anecdotal evidence to show that people that are doing lives are getting the benefit of being put back on the algorithm. I would view it as that they're not trying to actively sabotage the people that are not doing lives, but I think that they are putting people that are doing lives into a place of prominence in the search. So I do think those people are getting preferential placement, unfortunately.
So, as I've said many times on this channel, I would not personally do lives for my business, with my anxiety and with my lack of organization and just life in general. It doesn't work for my business, but I'm perfectly happy with Poshmark having options. But as I stated when this first rolled out, I want it to be just that, an option, not a requirement. And if it becomes a requirement, that to me seems punitive, and I'm just not cool with that. So, but you have your own conspiracy theory.
I do have my own theory, and this is based on my very limited understanding of computer programming. I am not a computer programmer. I do not write code, but I have heard the stories from some of my friends and acquaintances about how this works. My theory is that when they made the change, they did not note the source code correctly or accurately to indicate what exactly everything does. And there's a very minute thing that they haven't noticed that has caused a wrench in the works. It's messing up the system from being what it was prior to all of the changes, and they can't for the life of them figure it out because no one thought to write it down.
That is very possible. Now, I know there's going to be people that are going to run to the comments and say there's nothing wrong with the algorithm, or an algorithm doesn't exist at all of these things that are out in the community. So I would encourage you to go ahead and search something in the Poshmark search right now that you are looking to purchase and see what the results look like for you. Put the size filter to all, as well as doing it with your size. Look at the difference in search results and try a few different searches to see what the buyer experience is right now with the Poshmark algorithm. I think people are going to have different results because we've had different results looking at it from ourselves, but do that for yourself and look at it. And if you don't feel there's anything wrong with that, that's totally okay. I'm happy with an open discussion, but for us, our results aren't great, and it definitely feels like something is going on there. So I don't know. I'd love to hear you guys' take on this. I would love to know what you guys think of this email from Poshmark. Did they just admit that they didn't fix the algorithm? We talked about this back when Poshmark happened. We said then we didn't think that the algorithm had gone back to normal, and we were speculating what was going on. If you want to see all of that speculation, make sure you click the video link on the screen here.